This video is brought to you by Osmocote, the planter's plant food.
I'm Greg Speichert, Director of Hilltop Gardens at Indiana University, and today we're talking peppers. We're going to be talking about how to plant them, get them installed, and get them ready for the summer. Okay? A little different than tomatoes because we don't want to bury them too deep, we don't want them to rot, and we want to get them ready so that all we have to do is pick them later. So that's what we're going to be covering today. So first you start with some nice pepper plants. You can even work with some of the ones that you get on discount because they haven't been fertilized, but we can fix that. We'll show you how to do that. So, but you want to get started with some nice lush healthy ones. These are orange bell peppers we're going to be planting. We've got red and yellow ones going in later and a little bit of green. So first thing is peppers are a little different than tomatoes. What we need to know is that we can't, like tomatoes, we can bury them really deep, like up to here. On peppers, if we do that, we're pretty much going to have a dead plant. So what we want to do is we want to concentrate on right down to here, this little space right here. This is where the seed leaves came out, and this little piece right here, that will send out new roots. Up above here, generally not. Just tends to get a canker, tends to fall over and rot. So we want to make sure that we don't bury this part of the stem. Okay, it's too deep. So this little piece right here is what we're going to bury. We've been working on our soil, so it's really nice to work in. Spend your time on your soil. And just pull your plant up to the right depth. If you dug the hole too deep, it's not a big deal. The next one, you want them about a foot apart. See, there's a foot apart here and a foot apart here. These are orange bell peppers, so you don't want to pick them when they're green, and they're not going to turn red. So again, and some people talk about the roots, how you have to break them all up. Really, you can see how these are wrapped around, but if they're in the way, they're just going to send out new roots. They'll just kill off the one that's not useful, and they'll just send out new roots. Unlike a tree where that root's fairly permanent and it's just wrapped around a small little tree, as the tree grows and turns into a full-size tree, that root's going to act like a girdle. It's going to act just like a piece of rope wrapped around the tree, and it's going to strangle it. So we want to make sure that we don't have to worry about that. Our soil's all been prepped, so we don't have to do a lot of big hole digging like we would if we, if it was all hard soil. And again, we'll get one more in. And we're going to fertilize and get it all done at once. Here's some Osmocote. Just make a little cap full of it. Just get a full cap. I like Osmocote over cheap granulars because granulars tend to be salt, so if you get it right up against the stem, it tends to burn right on the stem. But Osmocote, you can do that. It doesn't really hurt it. Get a little spread in between the rows, and then right around each plant. Kind of use it all up. There we go. Then, put the cap back on. Then we're going to use a little mulch. Put down about an inch and a half of mulch. Here we're using sifted wood chips. You can use anything you want. Corn cobs are great too. But, these are orange peppers, so maybe some purple mulch. No, you don't want to use purple mulch, just kidding. Orange and purple go together. So, there you go, make it nice and even. Don't worry about that the ground is up and down. If you've made a little trench here, you can fill it up with mulch. It's going to be a looser mix, and that way the water will fill into that area. We're going to grab our water, and we're going to water them in. We need to restore the siphon in the soil so that the roots can then pull water out of the soil. So rinse off your hands at the same time. You want to leave the dirt in your garden, right? Don't need to take that in the house. Okay, and you don't have to water the whole row. The roots aren't there yet, so just water the plant. And water them really well. It should be the heaviest watering they get. Okay? I'm Greg Speichert, Director of Hilltop Gardens at Indiana University, and this is the Talk on Peppers.